Welcome to T21Mom.
Hi, friends. It's your friend Mary, and welcome back to the T21Mom podcast. And today is a big day. We are celebrating a little bit early World Down Syndrome Day. We're here to celebrate, spread awareness, and maybe even eat cake. Izzy's always asking for cake or cookies or ice cream. And I know for many of us, this is a really joyful day. We love to celebrate our kiddos, but, I know it can also be really hard for some parents. Wherever you are emotionally, that's okay. And let me tell you, right now, I am in a real season of hard right now with Ainsley. So I'm trying to be excited about World Down Syndrome Day, but it's been a little bit tough lately. We all know why March 21st is World Down Syndrome Day, because it's 21st day of the third month. It's pretty obvious because Down syndrome is a third copy of the 21st chromosome. And I was doing a little bit of background research, and I was actually kind of surprised that World Down Syndrome Day is not really all that old. It was first observed in 2006, and then it was officially recognized by the United Nations in 2011. I was really surprised to learn that. I was kind of shocked because really that's not really all that long ago. So it almost feels like, why is it taking so long for it to be recognized? But I'm glad that it is. And, we're going to rock our socks on the 21st. And, when Ainsley was younger, I used to go a lot more out and make cookies for her daycare because it always falls during spring break. So I've never done anything at her school. I know some other moms, like my friend Christine and fangirl Amy, they did socks for their kids' classes, which I think is phenomenal. I'm always kind of envious when I hear about these other moms that are doing the socks for like their kids' school or in all their classes, because that's a lot of work. But kudos to you guys. Like, that's just awesome to be doing that. And, Ainsley's 12 now and next year's high school. So I kind of don't think we'll be doing the socks, but maybe next year I can make some awareness cookies or something like that. Just, because she's going to be in a new school setting next year, and just to let everyone know that she's got a special day just for her. And of course, I love, love, love seeing all my social media feed full of World Down Syndrome Day celebrations. And another woman I know, she does every year, Stephanie Ann. She was actually a guest on one of the T21Mom episodes about her son, Odin, who has apraxia of speech. And every year she always makes these really fabulous profile frames for our kiddos. And I think the first year she did it, I think she was hoping to get to 321, and I think she did over 1,000, which is crazy. I sent her a picture, and less than 1 minute later, she sent the frame back with Ainsley's picture in it. So that's pretty awesome. So wear your socks, share a little bit on social media, and, even if it's not for you, that's okay. You don't have to share. And if it's a tough day for you, I would strongly suggest maybe stay off social media that day, because it will be everywhere. I personally love it, but I know for others it can be hard. So how can we celebrate today? Well, of course, wear our crazy socks. And both Ainsley and I will be wearing mismatched socks. And have a little dance party. And Izzy's really been getting into kind of grooving. It's kind of fun to sort of see that starting to come about where, she's always had a good sense of beat, but now I'm seeing her really move her body to the beat and to music. And it's probably also helping that, she goes to music therapy every week, but it's really cute to see her kind of jiving to all the different music that she likes and that she finds on YouTube. I don't even know how she finds half this stuff on YouTube. And I thought I'd share kind of a fun fact about Down syndrome. I think is sort of fun is Ainsley's always been a tall kid. Like people don't realize that people with Down syndrome tend to be, smaller in stature. And ever since Ainsley was young, people always commented about how tall she was. She's never the tallest kid in her class, but definitely not the shortest. She's kind of right in the middle. But she is about 5 or not 5, sorry, 4'11". And the average height for a woman with Down syndrome is 4'9". And the average height for a male with Down syndrome is 5'2". So I'm really hoping for Ainsley to break 5 feet. I have a good feeling that she will. And I remember her endo, I guess, how old was she? Maybe 2 or 3. She predicted at that time that Ainsley would be 5'4". So I kind of think that she's, she might be on track for that. So stay tuned and I'll update you when she reaches it. And, it's also really nice to highlight some really fantastic organizations. Of course, we have our local Down Syndrome Resource Foundation, which we love. They do so many fantastic things. We go there for speech and OT and reading, and we'll probably have to start doing math there too. And they just do so much for our kids, like from all ages, right up through adulthood. And during the summer, they have summer camps. It's really fantastic. And I just saw an email go out last week about the run up for Down syndrome. So I'm going to have to start getting my team organized and start doing some fundraising. But the staff there are just, really fantastic. And they really get our kids and they really understand the struggles, that often families like, we have, like right now that I'm going through with Ainsley. And it's just really great to know that there's, someone who gets you and supports you. And of course, another really fantastic organization is the DSDN, the Down Syndrome Diagnosis Network. It's an American-based organization, but anyone from all over the world can join. And they've moved off of social media to their own app now because there are people who just don't do social media, but in this way, they can now participate. And there's a wide range of groups on there. There's birth groups and pretty much anything that you could possibly be interested in. There's a subgroup for. There's like working moms. There's, a page for homeschoolers. There's also a Rockin' Dads page. There's a group for moms over 40 at time of diagnosis. Single child with Down syndrome, like it just goes on and on. I think there's over 50 subgroups there, and it's a real wealth of information. And of course, they put on the yearly retreat, which I just absolutely love and look forward to every year because it just means so much to me to go and be with my tribe, with my HRMs, my Haunted Rockin' Moms. We have such a great time and, you find your people and you build that bond and they're with you for life. And it's really fantastic how they have done the retreat and it's well worth it. And I strongly urge you, wherever you are, because there's people who come from, there's a group who comes from Canada. There's not a lot of us that go, but there is a small contingency of us who tend to go every year. And of course, lots of people from the States. And, my friend Sharon, she's from the UK and she's come almost every year. I think she missed 1 year, but she comes a far way. So it doesn't matter where you are, just register and, you know, they take care of everything for you. It's an amazing time. And, I was just thinking the other day, Ainsley was sitting on the couch and we were kind of having a bit of a giggle fest. And I put her legs behind her head because our kids are just so bendy and we're just laughing. Like there's no way that I could even remotely, even when I was younger and I did gymnastics, that I could ever get my foot close enough to my head. But there she was with both legs behind her head. It was quite funny. And I just love that our kids are just so bendy and, they can do amazing contortions with their body. I think it's really fantastic. S- Today, or World Down Syndrome Day can be hard, and I see you, if you find that you don't really feel like celebrating, and that's okay. Because there is a part of me that doesn't really feel like celebrating because things have just been so overwhelmingly challenging with Ainsley lately. And her behavior is a lot of the times is horrible. And just trying to keep some sanity through it all. And puberty is literally around the corner, which I'm sure is contributing to it. And it's not making things much easier. But I still want to acknowledge my girl and, just to let people know that how much she's important to me. And for me personally, that it's important to recognize World Down Syndrome Day and to recognize my girl. But you know what? If you're struggling, it's okay. You're not alone. And it's okay to feel whatever you feel today. It's all right. But like I suggested, is maybe just stay off social media because it'll be everywhere on the 21st. And know that your child is amazing, even on the hard days. Like today, for example, was a very, very hard day. We're on the first day of spring break and we didn't have any therapies today. We did see Mercy later in the afternoon. Mercy is our behavior interventionist who Ainsley absolutely loves and does really well with Mercy. But throughout the whole day, dealing with some really challenging behaviors, I wasn't in a great mood. And, but when we went up to have her bath, we were still giggling and, she was still able to put a smile on my face. So I have to kind of remember those times when it's tough because right now it is really, really tough. But, we can all make a difference on today. You can educate someone about Down syndrome today, why it's celebrated today, and why it's important to you that we recognize this day. And for many of us, the reasons could be really varied. You know, I want our kids to be seen. And that's one of the reasons why, even though, like I said, we're in a period of hard, but I want my daughter to be seen. I want people to know my daughter and, not bypass her, not think about her. So that's why, even though right now, like I said, there's been some real struggles, I just feel it's really still important for me to show up on this day. And if you don't feel like really celebrating, you can always donate to a Down syndrome organization because they would be so happy to receive donation, especially on World Down Syndrome Day. And, celebrate your kids' wins. I think we do that pretty good in our community. We celebrate like big and small wins because our kids just work so hard for everything that they achieve that it's worth celebrating because they worked so much harder than a typical kid to achieve whatever skill it is that they're working on. And it's easy to just also just spread kindness and inclusion in our community because I think that's what we all want is for our kids to be included. And I would love for you to share your World Down Syndrome Day celebrations with me on your social media. That would be really awesome to see. Whether today is full of joy or a mix of emotions, know that you are part of an amazing community. We're in this together. We've got you. So thanks for listening and keep on loving on your rocking kiddos and happy World Down Syndrome Day. And I'll see you next time.